Solo female van dweller is stalked by a creepy old dude. The lady bug out is at gutted. This and a whole lot more, so stick around on this Monday. What's up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing? It's a fresh new week. Let's get this one started with Chrome from Van City Van Life. All right. Now, Chrome, he's been living in his van, as we all know, for about 4 years now, I guess it's been. Man, time flies. He started with a very basic van, right? I mean, it was just him and his van with a bed. And he has been upgrading that thing ever since. Well, now at the present, he is working on, has worked on, it is done, but he's been upgrading his solar system. He went with SOC, S-O-K batteries. Crump says he did some research, and he said that these things are comparable to the ever popular Battleborn batteries. And we all know them things are very expensive, but these new batteries, these SOC batteries, are, much more reasonable price. So along with the batteries, he is at Ray Outfitted, and they're redoing the entire electrical system.
See it anymore. And I really like that all these things down here are upright. It looks a lot sleeker from that side, so I'm not seeing all this electrical stuff and the plugs and stuff hanging out the front. The awesome thing now about running Victron Energy on all my stuff is that this is my DC to DC charging. This is my solar charge controller. So now within my Victron app that you guys see me using all the time,
how nice and neat everything is now.
The individual systems on their own, where before it was just giving me like an overview of everything.
But yeah, everything's all nice and tidy and all buttoned up there and looking pretty spiffy, you know? So yeah, pretty cool stuff. But the thing is from the humble beginnings to now, I would be interested in knowing the price of the van as it is today. So in other words, if, we were to take the suspension, the lift, the roof rack, all the cabinetry and everything that's been in there, the rims and the tires and all the lights that are all around. I mean, everything. I would be very interested in knowing what it would cost, for that van as it sits right now. Now, I understand that it was done over years, but I would just love to know what it would cost, So if somebody would say, hey, starting out going, I want one just like that, I wonder what it would cost. Well, all I can say is I'm willing to bet that it isn't cheap. But hey, again, he started out with a van and a bed and worked for 4 years. I think it's 4 years. But yeah, so yeah, to get it where it's at, good deal. So I guess it can be done. Right? All right. Speaking of van builds, Lady Bug Out is a contestant or a participant, if you will, on the show Gutted. Now, for you that don't know, Gutted is a TV show that they have 3 teams of builders. They have a team of schoolie builders. They have an RV team and they have a van team. And yes, Dee is on the van team. Steffi Lee, she was on last season, and anybody that follows me, you may remember me talking about that. Dee also did her first ever live stream. Bunny and Riley, they hosted the first part because Dee was still working on the build. Dee did eventually get a break and join the live stream.
She's been working hard.
Yes. But every day they give us challenges and you don't know what it is beforehand. And so then you have to pick the teammate who you think is going to do it best. And today was 2 teammates that we had to do. Ooh. And so I just lost that. And
were you one of the challengers?
I was in the challenge. We did good, but it was something where it was timed, and the good news of that is that it didn't put us back because
you can't win them all, right, Dee? Right? But yeah, very cool stuff. Glow, if you're familiar with Glow, Glorious Life on Wheels, she was also at the Gutted event. She was not a participant, but she was kind of like, I guess you could say, covering some of the goings on. So you can go over to Glow's channel and check out her point of view as well. All right, let's talk about Anna. Anna's adventures. Now, she has been living on the road for a year now. Ooh, a whole year. So, I guess the next question is, what will she do next? Will she continue to live on the road, or will she go back to the sticks and bricks?
And I thought, I definitely cannot see myself going back to work and living like I was before, at least not right now. I just didn't feel like it was time. And so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna do another year, because I think the first year I just wasn't breaking out of my comfort zone. There was this fear of if my rig broke down while I was out of state. So I kind of stayed in California. I felt really...
Yeah, so, you're figuring it out. First year, there you go. Her first year was just, feeling it out. Do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Apparently, she liked it enough where she is going to go ahead and do another year. Now, I will leave links below to this video and all the videos that I am speaking about in this here little update, so you can go over and check out everything I'm talking about for yourself. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the top story. Alyssa Vanilla. Now, she is a young lady that lives in her van. Now, she found a nice quiet spot on BLM land, and she parked there and she set up her little camp, and Alyssa was happy with her spot. It was nice. It was not real far from the road, the main roads and everything, but it was quiet and there was no people around. But as Alyssa sat folding her laundry, she heard an ATV approach. Now, she turned on the camera to record, just in case. Now, okay, now it's a good idea. However, I'm going to be me, the cynical one. But yeah, if you turn on your camera, it is a good idea. But in all reality, if something were to happen, she kind of had it off to the side, really wasn't filming everything, but it was catching audio. So you have an audio recording. So in other words, if the camera wasn't picked up by the perpetrator who did whatever horrible deed to you, it would be deleted, gone. No one would ever see it. So they would never know what happened. And even if they did, leave it behind and someone found it the next day or whatever, it's already happened. It's gone. And you may be either no longer with us or, incapacitated in some manner. So although it is a good idea, it's really not the best way to save your ass, in other words. Anyway, this dude, he says that he is the guy on the ATV. He says he's checking on campers to see if they need water or anything, Now, Alyssa said she's good. And, after a short conversation with this dude, the guy leaves. A short time later, he returns. He now has a tall tale about there's a guy in a truck up there on a ridge, and he's watching her through binoculars. Now, he claims that this guy is doing the same thing. He said, oh yeah, he says that he is looking for people that may need water or something. Yeah, the same thing that this dude is doing. I don't know. Sounds kind of fishy to me, right? Now, this guy on the ATV who claims to be looking for people to help with water, he doesn't have any water with him. He is warning Alyssa about this other guy and telling her, hey, now that truck, go over, look at that truck and make sure you can identify that truck. I don't know. It's weird. So he's also telling her to, since this guy's watching, you should go over here. He's motioning and telling her to go to a different location that he is pointing out. So Alyssa explains that she is going to finish doing her laundry and then she is going to leave. The dude on the ATV, he then kind of just stares at her very creepily. Doesn't say anything. He just stares at her. So she says, hey, do you need something? And he says no. And then he drives away. So after this dude left, Alyssa threw all her shit in the van and she got on out of there.
The thing is, after his first visit,
I was not going to stay at the BLM land because I was just sensing some red flags, and maybe it's just me being paranoid, but there are a lot of people who would love to take advantage of someone like me, someone who's young, by themselves, living in a vehicle out in the middle of nowhere by themselves. So I just went with my instinct, and I was gonna leave because he said that he drives around seeing if anyone needs water, but he had no water with him. He was on an ATV.
Yeah, right?
So that was weird.
It was weird. The whole thing was weird. Very, very creepy. Very creepy. So, Alyssa, paranoia or whatever, hey, we always say, trust your gut, right? There you go. Trust your gut. If there's nothing to be afraid of or nothing to be paranoid about or nothing to worry about, so what? If there is, at least you got out of there. We always say, trust your gut, right? That's right. And the nomads, they always say, my house has wheels. Well, there you go. Use them damn wheels. Trust your gut. Use your wheels. Get the hell out of Dodge. So as we said, she did leave and she went to as far away as she could. She just got on out of there. But the more that time passed and the more that she replayed the little encounter with this dude, the angrier she got. Alyssa made the right decision, in my opinion. And yeah, she left. I think she was very lucky. I think the ATV guy had very bad intentions. And I think he was setting up that dude in the truck. Yeah. Pay attention to him. Go get all his information. Make sure you can identify that truck. I think he was setting up the dude in the truck. That's my opinion for sure.
That guy claims that he gives water to people who need it, but I don't think so. How could you tell if somebody needs water just by looking at their camp? Sir, are you not doing the exact same thing? What sealed the deal for me
That's right.
is the way that he was staring at me at the end.
Yeah. Creepy dude just sitting there. It was weird. It was very weird for sure. For sure. But yeah, she did the right thing. She beat feet. She got the hell out of Dodge. The thing is this. As perfect and as carefree as you may think this lifestyle is, don't let your guard down. No, I'm not saying don't do it or don't whatever, but don't let your guard down. I talk about it a lot. The more popular that this is, the more people that will do it. The more people, the higher the risk and the more danger, right? Makes sense, doesn't it? It used to be there was only a handful of people that did this. Now there's people everywhere. It's just getting crazier and crazier. So you're going to get more people. More people means bad stuff. Because look, people are the most dangerous animals on the planet. We all know it. And remember that. So Alyssa's story could have turned out very, very different. She could have been harmed or she could have been forced to defend herself. And that too can have long-lasting effects on a person. So what I'd like you to do is tell me what you think in the comments below. And yes, as always, I will be leaving links. I always do. I make it easy on you. So go over and check out Alyssa's story. Watch the whole thing and see the creepy old dude. And tell me what you think for sure. All right, what do we got? Oh, we have the RV odd couple. That's right. John and Mercedes. They talk about John having cancer a while back, and it seems that it has returned because John's been cutting spots off his chest. So I guess he had skin cancer and stuff, and was getting treated for it. But yeah, he's not. Mercedes isn't too happy with him because he's just been kind of like seeing these spots, and he's been cutting them off himself. So yeah, that's one little thing that's been going on. Let's see. We have Lollapalooza. We have a Lollapalooza update over at Lost on Land again. And let's see. What else do we got? Oh, we have Charlie Grace there. Yeah, she has some issues with her ProMaster with only 24,000 miles on it. It's not a big to do. It's not a big to do, but it could have been if she didn't catch it in time and, keep up with the idiot lights on the dashboard. But yeah, she went and got that fixed. So go over and see what the issue was. And we have, look down there, we got Amber, story chasing Amber, she talks about why she doesn't have a Starlink. Yeah, it's just one of them things. It's just not time for her yet. And go see why she doesn't have Starlink yet. And then we have RV Miles. He's talking about gas prices and RV prices in his RVing updates and news. A good channel always has the information that all the nomads are looking for. Yeah, very informative channel. He does his homework. Well done, well formatted, and has all the news for the RVing industry. So I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. So come back and see what I'm going to talk about next, or as they say, see whose content I'm going to steal next. And yes, we got new merch. So remember, you don't have to agree with me. That is never the point. The point is...
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.